In this video, I'm going to show you how to use KEAP. So if you're just getting started with your KEAP CRM, this is going to be a great way to learn basically just how to get going and what items inside KEAP are going to be important. Now, I have been a big Infusionsoft user for years, and I was very excited to see them roll out a version that was much easier for people to use and get started with. So once you understand how all of these pieces within your KEAP account work, you'll be better equipped to really work your CRM at a high level. So this is your KEAP CRM overview for marketing automation and managing your database. All right, so let's take a look here. On the left-hand side, we have some items that you're going to want to get used to. Now, I don't use everything inside my KEAP database. So some of the things will apply to you and some of them won't, and you can take what you like and leave the rest. So we have a getting started screen. We have your home page. We have contacts, messages, tasks, appointments, money, that's going to be your invoicing and receivables, broadcast, that's going to be sending your emails out to a mass group inside your database, automations, that's going to be your funnels, pipeline, that's going to be your sales pipeline, that's going to show you where you are in the process, campaigns, and reports. Okay, so I am on the getting started screen, and that's exactly where I want to start so that you can see how easy this is to get everything going and set up. Right out of the gate, we can see 3 icons, and actually we have 3 videos. If you click view more, it's going to actually open one more row for you. So here we have appointments, messages, broadcasts, money, pipeline, and campaigns. And then as we scroll down, we've got more to-dos that will help us get our KEAP system rolling. So if you click on any one of these, let's start with appointments, and you click that play button.
Fourth hassle of scheduling meetings. Send clients appointment links by email, text, or add your booking link to your website. Once your contact books a time, you'll both receive confirmation emails, and your Google Calendar is updated automatically. Everyone is on the same page and properly prepared. Appointments are built into KEAP, giving you one place to access important details about your leads and clients, see your notes, and review your calendar before the big meeting. To set up appointments, just connect your Google Calendar and create your booking link in a few steps. See how easy it is to book your time. Give KEAP appointments a try.
So each one of these elements is going to give you a quick little video that gives you an overview of what that component inside your KEAP CRM does, okay? So that's what you're going to get out of these first 2 rows is quick little video overviews of the individual components. Now, let's go ahead and scroll down. And the first item that I have showing on my list, I actually opened it. Originally, it looked like this, and then I clicked show these tasks. So if I hide this, you'll see what I mean. So I just scroll down to the first one, and the first one says collect new leads and find new opportunities. So we're going to go ahead and start there. So open the little see tasks, and in my case, I can see that I need to create a simple lead form for my social channels. So the lead form setup is simple. It only takes a few moments. And when your lead adds their basic contact information into the form, you're going to be notified via email, also by mobile if you have the mobile app downloaded. And you can copy and paste your link to social profiles to collect leads, okay? Now, on the right-hand side, there is a view help article. So if you click that, in a new tab, it's going to open the complete help file for creating lead forms. Guys, it doesn't get any easier than this. I mean, everything is right here All of your tutorials are built in. It takes you right where you need to go. It opens in a new tab so I don't lose the first spot. So I can now start setting up my lead form, and I can keep this tutorial page open so that I understand where to go. And you can see here that it's, in this particular case, it says this article applies to the KEAP Grow as well as the KEAP Pro versions. I don't know that much yet about the differences between KEAP Grow and Pro, but you'll want to know what edition you have, and then it'll show you how that sets up, how to set it up. I'm sure I probably have the Pro version, but anyway, so let's go ahead and set up our lead form. So we're going to click the button, set up your lead form. Okay, so now we're going to add your business name. So this is where it gets a little tricky if you're trying to run multiple businesses on one account. While you can change these items in a broadcast email and things like that, you're going to have a standard business name that is appearing on your forms and whatnot. So you would have to duplicate your forms and then change the names and make sure you're pulling in the right one. It's doable because I've done it, but it can be a little bit tricky. So my business name is Vision Masters LLC. And then I've got my Lori Ballen logo. And then over here, the lead form preview, this is showing us what it's going to look like on that form when somebody goes to fill out that form. Okay, so if I could even change business name to say like loriballen.com, and it'll just show that on the form instead, which is fine. So however you want to do that. This is what they're going to see. First name, last name, email address. The little asterisks are what's required. So they will be required to add their first name, last name, and email address, but not, the phone is optional and the notes are optional. But you can change all of that by clicking Edit Form. Okay, so here you can see all of the items that are here on the left: first name, last name, email, phone type, add a note. Okay, and then you also can change the button text. Instead of submit, it could say go or something like that. See where it changes right there? Or send, whatever you like there. And then these are drag and droppable. So if you want something to be in a different position, you just click on those dots on the left and you can drag it around wherever you want. The three dots on the right will let you toggle the if it's required off and on. So if you have a field that you want to be required, you're going to turn it on. If you don't need it to be required, you're going to turn it off. And then do you want the helper text visible or not visible? So if you end up adding any helper text that better explains that field, then you would have that ability there. And then this little arrow here is your helper text. So I'll give you an example of what that looks like. What is your name? That's your helper text. Okay. And then here, if you make that visible, then you can see it underneath here. So if you feel like one of your fields requires more explanation, then you put in the helper text. If it doesn't, then you don't need to put that in anywhere. So if I decide, I really want phone to be required, then I just click and I turn it on, and now you can see the little asterisk appeared, and now phone is required. Okay, super easy to fill out this form. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click Save and Publish. Okay, so now this says lead form. I have all the info here. And then I can go to the form by clicking here, and it will go to a new tab and it'll show me what that looks like. So let's just say, for example, that looks great. Let's say, for example, I put on Facebook, hey, who would like my notes from this seminar I went to? I mean, we do this all the time, and we tell people put their email comments below. Well, instead, or in addition to, depending on what your strategy is, you can just now include this link right in the post and say, click here to fill out the request. and then they go here to fill out the form, then you don't have all that manual entry. Now, one of the reasons you'll see me though sometimes go ahead and say put your email below is because Facebook's algorithm, they don't want us to send people off of the website. They want us to keep people on Facebook. So a lot of times when we include those URLs, our post kind of disappears from the feed. Also, if people aren't commenting below, then the post also tends to start to fade off. Where every time somebody posts an email on that comment, it comes back up. The post keeps coming back up and coming back up and coming back up. So while it's easier for us to have them go to this form, sometimes it's still worth the manual entry because it's hard to get people to fill out the forms. But maybe you're going to do you're going to send out a mass email or a mass text or a mass Facebook message through your bots to all your subscribers. And you're going to say, I'm giving away a free iPad this month. Fill out this form and you can send them to this link. So there's lots of ways to do this. You can put it in your LinkedIn bio or in your Instagram bio if you've got a link tree or a way to list all your links that they can fill out to request more information. Okay. And then when we get to campaigns, you'll be able to see some other things that you can do with this form that creates marketing automation after they fill that out. So nice, clean, easy way to create the form. Now here you can copy that link. That's going to be this link up here. Okay, if you can see that. You can copy the link. And then I'm going to click that arrow to go back after. But then when we get into campaigns, we're going to be able to create web forms for specific items, like a free ebook or this, that, or the other. So this lead form functions more like a general contact form that we can get people to fill out. So we'll take a look at that when we get to campaigns. Right now, we'll just go ahead and keep following along with their guidance here and what they're having us do. Okay, so we've got our lead form done. Now let's go ahead and go back to getting started. So we set up our lead form. Okay, so we can leave that now. We've done it. And then we'll go to the next one. So the next one says, invite leads to meet with a consultation appointment type. So let's go ahead and click that arrow. So meeting with new leads is a great way to see if they're a good fit. So if you're somebody that does consultations, if you're a coach or you're a service provider or web developer or a Pinterest manager or anything like that, you can create a consultation appointment and you can invite somebody in to meet using your booking link. So if you already know the date and time, it says you can book it for them. Again, we have the view help article. So we'll go ahead and open that in the new tab. And here you can see all of your step-by-step with screenshots. So easy. And then let's go ahead and create an appointment type. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at appointments. And this is really cool because it syncs with your Google Calendar. It syncs with your Outlook calendar. And down here, if you're not using Google or Outlook, it opens a new tab and it creates a form that you can suggest to them what it is that you want to use. Okay, in most cases, Google Calendar is going to work with a lot of other applications as well. So it's common to see Google Calendar being used with appointments. All right, so we're going to go ahead and sync our Google Calendar. And now it's asking me which one of my Google accounts do I want to sync this with. So I'll go ahead and connect that to my main Google account and I'm going to click allow. All right, so now it's connecting us. And as you can see now on the left-hand side, it moved rather quickly. But on the left side where we have all of those contacts and appointments and campaigns, it moved us right down to appointments. So we're kind of using this little checklist. We're kind of jogging around those items on the left, not necessarily going in a sequential order. Okay, so appointment info. What do you want to name your appointment? So we would call this consultation maybe if this is your booking. So this is going to allow you to set up multiple appointments in different types of things. So it might be a listing appointment if you're a real estate agent. It might be a coaching call if you're a coach. It might be a consultation. Those are. It might be servicing. You're going to go clean somebody's house or walk. You're a dog walker or a pet sitter. Those would be your titles of your appointment. So consultation. And then here, use my business name instead of my personal name in the booking link and booking page. So as it is right now, it'll say Lori Ballen, which is my name. But if I wanted it to say my business name, then I could check here and it'll say Vision Masters. Okay. Now, where are these appointments going to take place? Now, in 2020, we know a lot of these appointments have been virtual. So maybe this is going to be a virtual appointment and you're going to click online. Next, use my online meeting link. So now you could put it in if you have Zoom, if you're using Skype, if you're using a webinar platform, you're going to put this link in here now because that's going to be connected through that appointment. Or if the attendee, for some reason, has their own online meeting software, you could ask them to include theirs. Once you have this all filled out, I'm just going to put something in this box that won't let us go forward. LoriBallen.com, meet me. Okay, and then we're going to click next. Okay, how long is this type of an appointment? Well, it's a consultation, and my consultations typically are 30 minutes, so I'll put 30 minutes. Do you need buffer time for prepping before or for making notes and organizing after? If so, give yourself some room. That way, you're not booking your appointments right on top of each other. I'm somebody that I want buffers in between each appointment. I don't want to just go to one call to the next call, the next call. I want to be able to get up and make a cup of tea or cup of coffee or pet the cat or get the packages off the front doorstep or whatever it is in between. So that would be how I would be doing mine. And then when can people schedule with you? You're going to put your hours in now, which they can schedule with you, and make sure that you have your time zone in here as well. And you can add multiple. So maybe Monday it's 9 to 5, but then Tuesday it's going to be a different time frame. So you could put, let's do 12 noon. Okay. And then on Monday, you're going to do, maybe you'll do 9 to 12. And then you're going to open back up from 3 to 5. I love KEAP for real estate agents, by the way. I know a lot of people that follow me are also real estate agents, and this is amazing. Okay, and then we're going to click next. Okay. Pre-appointment instructions. Do you need to give the contact instructions about the appointment? If so, toggle that on and then type in your appointment instructions. If it's a consultation, maybe this is going to say, please wear headphones, please minimize distractions, whatever it is, it's going to go in your appointment. And then which calendars should we use to determine your availability? So if you're using Google Calendars and you've set up multiple calendars, then it's asking you which one do you want to use. So in my case, I have multiple is why it's asking. If you don't have multiple, it won't ask. But this, if you preset that in Google Calendars, it'll help when you log something in your calendar so you can see what your conflicts are, potential conflicts. And then we're going to click finish. Okay, so now it's saying your link is ready to share. So now let's just go ahead and preview that live page. This is gorgeous. Love this. And there's an app too, so you can put the KEAP app on your phone. So now here you can see my calendar. You can see what's available. And now this link is shareable. So if you want to allow somebody to get on your booking calendar, you can now share this link with them. You could register a domain name like loriscalendar.com or ballenbookings.com, and I could forward this URL right here really easily and like GoDaddy. And then I would always remember that URL. Oh yeah, just go to ballenbookings.com and you'll see my calendar. Okay. So you can also copy the link, you can email the link, and you can embed the calendar on your website so somebody can book with you. Super easy. Absolutely love it. I also want to let you know before we go to the next component that my brothers, Jeff and Paul, over at Ballen Brands. They build WordPress websites. They do Facebook ads, Google ads. They write blog content. So they're like an on-call marketing department that you can book. And they also specialize in Infusionsoft and KEAP systems. As a matter of fact, for real estate agents, they've even built out a complete campaign funnel with text messaging and everything to follow up with your leads. So talk to Jeff and Paul if you're interested in having something built out for you, or you need your campaigns built. They put these together as well. Okay, so now just click done and we'll go on to our next step. This is so easy. So easy. I absolutely love it. Okay, now we're going to go back to getting started. We did our lead form. See how the little check boxes we did our to-do? That one's done. That one's done. I like to call my to-do lists to-done lists, like ta-da or to-done, rather than to-do, right? Because we don't want things just sitting on a to-do list. Okay. So next, we're going to ask your existing clients for referrals with an email template. Obviously, these are optional steps, but the concept here is to get you rolling with your KEAP CRM immediately so that you're getting what you pay for, right? So let's go ahead and click on that. It's got a little time frame on here on the right, which is great. 4 minutes. It says how long it'll take you. So we'll click that. And now it's just basically saying, let's send a personalized email to your existing clients. Here's our help file again. Click there, open on the right so that you have everything you need with all your screenshots. And then let's go ahead and click send your referral request. Okay, so it automatically just opened for us really simple to use email templates. If we click this plus sign, oh, hold on. I haven't used this one. I think I'm just duplicating it. So request referral, a small favor, introduction, here's my info, introduction with invitation to meet, follow up in general, or post appointment follow up. So right now, these are all of our preset email templates that are already in the system, and we could add more anytime we want to. Oh, I like this one, post appointment follow up. So quick recap of our appointment. It's fantastic. This is so good. I'm a avid fan, believer. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but I absolutely love after a phone call or a text message or a meeting with somebody, sending them a recap. Here's what we talked about. Here's our next steps. I mean, it's such a great way to, one, show what kind of communicator you are, which almost everybody believes is a value proposition. I mean, if you are a great communicator and they don't have to chase you and you're communicating at every phase, that's a wow factor. That's what's going to get you more referrals. So to have things like this, hey, here's what we talked about and here's next steps. And then you go into your appointment calendar and you put in the next step, or you go into the tasks and you put in your next step. And you never forget what that next step is. This is how exactly the KEAP CRM should work. All right, so let's just look at this request referral. So the template is called request referral. Subject is a small favor. Right here in these little brackets, that's a merge field. So it's going to automatically put in a small favor, Lori, a small favor, Mark, whoever it is that you're sending this to. That's going to automatically put in there. Same with here. Hi, Mark. It's going to put in their name. I've really enjoyed working with you. And then here it says, add the details about the service or project. So, hi, Mark. I've really enjoyed working with you on your real estate purchase. I'm asking some of my trusted clients to help me find more just like you. Is there anyone in your personal network that you think could also benefit from my real estate services? Feel free to share my contact details with them or simply forward this email and I can take it from there. Okay, so here you could click Insert Template and now it's ready for us to go. So start typing in a name. So let's just say Jeff is my client. I can start typing in his name, okay, from, and it's got my from. This is all set up when you first set up your Keap account and put in your profile info. So now it'll say a small favor, Jeff. Hi, Jeff. And then it'll have this info. Remember to change those couple of things that are in those brackets right there. And then it'll say, thanks so much. Now, turn on the signature if you want to add the signature that's already defaulted in your account. Love it. I love the flexibility of being able to change things on the fly, especially if you are running. Like for me, I've got multiple websites that I actually market. I give, free ebooks and guides and things like that. So I may want this to say the Lori Ballen 7th Stream affiliate, or I might want it to say Ballen blogger. Because of those, I'm going to have different signatures and different businesses. So I have one standard, but I can turn it off, and then I can just here say Lori Ballen, ballenblogger.com, and I could put in the link to my website, ballenblogger.com. So this email editor is the same as a WYSIWYG editor. WYSIWYG stands for what you see is what you get, and it's very similar to when we're blogging and we have these editors. So you can make things bold, you can make them metallic, you can underline, cross through, you can change the font, you can change the sizing of the font, you can make a numbered list, a bulleted list, you can align your text left, center, right, you can include links, okay? And now down at the bottom, add attachment. So here's a super easy way to add a PDF or images. Add a booking link. So maybe I'm following up, I'm saying, hey Jeff, instead of a referral, maybe I'm saying, I would love to set up an appointment with you to discuss such and such. Well, now I just click this link and I can add a booking link. So right now I only have consultation, but if I had more different kinds of booking availabilities, I could include that link. And then here I can insert a template, which we already did because we have the referral one up here. But this is all editable. Editable, right? Okay, love it, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna send this, so I'm just gonna put just a sample making a Keap tutorial, okay? And now I wanted to send this to Jeff. I can just click send, and now it will go to Jeff. And then what's more is, let's go to contacts really quick, and let's look up Jeff. That's my brother over at Ballen Brands. And now we can see Jeff's account over here, right? And we'll be able to see all the emails that he has been sent, all the tags. We can click email to send a new email, which we just did. I just don't think that email's sent. Oh, there it is. It's sent. So now we can see the email we just sent him. Here it is. And if you click on that, it'll open it for you and show you what it looks like on desktop and mobile. So easy. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Okay, so now let's go back to the getting started. We did that, we did that, we did that. Done. First one is done. Look how fast we're using our system when we follow a process like this. So many people invest in these big, robust database systems and CRMs, and they never get to using it because they don't understand what all the features are. So Keap CRM, this is so much easier to get you started, okay? So now let's go to the next one. Collect new leads and find new opportunities. We just did. Organize my contact and business details. Show these tasks. Okay. Mine are checked off because I already did all three of these things automatically when I got my system. But you can add a new contact manually. So click there. Click the button, add a new contact. So all this is doing is teaching you how to use the database. So we'll add a contact, and I'm going to put Mark Markinson, and his work email is mark@markinsonmail.com, and then his phone number. Is it mobile? What is it? Make a note. Just a sample. And if you want to see all possible fields, you can click show all fields. And you're also able to add custom fields in your CRM as well. So look at this. You can add his website. You can add another email. You can add his billing address, shipping address. You can put in additional info. You can put in the spouse's name or the nickname, right? You want to go in to this more and work with birthdays and anniversaries and all of that, you can do all of that as well. Today, we've just got the simple fields open. So now we've added them. Now, is Mark a lead? Is Mark a client? Or is Mark something different? So I'll give you an example of something different. Mark would be a lead if he registered on my website to download my free ebook or get an instant home valuation. He would be a lead. He's a client when I'm actually working with him, and other might be when he's just a prospect. So maybe I got a list of people to market to that live in a neighborhood that I'm going to do real estate marketing to. So right now he would be an other because he's not yet a lead or a client. Okay. So we're going to click save just so that we can keep going through our to-do list. All right. So now you can see there's Mark. There's your notes. You can view the contact record, or you can move on to the next contact. Okay. Generally speaking, when you first get your KEAP CRM, my suggestion would be start with your friends and family if you're going to market to them. So obviously my real estate agents are going to be entering their friends and family. Okay. If you're just starting off and you're going to be a web lead generator, you're building niche websites for affiliate marketing, you're probably not putting your friends and family in there. Your leads are probably going to come in through your Facebook ads, your Instagram ads, your YouTube video links, your blog, your website. So you may not start with the manual entry the same way. But if you are somebody that has clients, I would suggest that you put in your friends and family and your past clients first. And then you can start moving from there, okay? An example of adding a new contact manually might be you're at an open house, you're a real estate agent in an open house, and people come in to tour the house and you have them sign in. You could have that form open and they're going to fill out the form, or you can create a custom web form for that open house. They're going to create the forms and then they're going to get entered, or you can stand there and manually enter them. What's your name? Okay, Mark. Yeah. What's your phone number? You could do something like that. Okay. So now import more of your contacts. So we're going to click that button there. Same thing here. You can view the help article by opening the next page. Import your contacts. Okay. I have another video. I don't know if I loaded it yet, but I have another video on how to import your contacts. But with KEAP, it's so easy. So you can start here picking a source that you're going to be importing them from, because it helps you with the matching up of the fields. So if you're entering them from a Google Contacts export, QuickBooks export, MailChimp, Constant Contact, HubSpot, a spreadsheet, your phone, scanning business cards, pick any one of those. If nothing applies, you're probably importing from a spreadsheet. So it accepts Excel and CSV files. So in my particular case, I had downloaded, I had gotten the spreadsheet from a vendor that was providing me with a list. So mine was in an Excel sheet. So all I have to do is click on upload my file, and then I can find my spreadsheet, and then it will match up all of the fields. And then anything that doesn't match up, it gives you a blank field for and says, do you want to match this one? So you just go down each one and say yes or no, and you match them all up. It's so easy. Or you can also drag and drop here or browse for your file. Okay. Super, super, super easy to import. There again, if you get stuck, my brothers are available for hire for project work. They could help import or clean up and import. If you mess up, they're a nice team to have for that. So we'll close out of there. Next one is create a new tag and apply it to a contact. Okay, tags are everything. Tags identify an audience. So if you think of a group of people I want to send a text broadcast to a group of people that downloaded my free How to Blog ebook. Then that audience is going to be tagged with something like free ebook or How to Blog ebook. Okay. If you're a real estate agent and you did an open house, 123 Main Street, all of your contacts that came into your open house should be tagged 123 Main Street. They might also be tagged potential buyer or the zip code they were in or something like that. Tags identify an audience that you can then market to. Tags identify an audience for your marketing automation. Tags can fire action sets that happen automatically without you doing anything. So you create a web form. The web form says, get your free ebook. You know, you're making an offer on your website. Somebody clicks the get your free ebook. They fill out the form. A tag gets auto applied. How to blog ebook. And then that tag, if you set it up in campaigns, will then automatically send them the ebook and then can start a funnel with more emails and text messages, however you want to set that up. Okay. So tags are everything. They're huge. So create a new tag. Our tag name might be sample would be, so Mark Markinson was a potential coaching client. Let's just say. Tag category. So now you can put them in certain categories so that you can better sort all of those tags, because tags will get away from you really quick. Like you could have hundreds of tags. So keeping them organized in appropriate categories is really a great idea. Okay. So I have customer tags that only will get applied after that person becomes a paying customer. So those would go under customer tags, and they kind of identify them. Are they a coaching client? Are they did they buy one of my courses? Are they a Ballen Academy student? Are they an affiliate? I forget the word, what I called mine, but where they've bought one of my affiliate products. I think I call those affiliate VIPs. And that's the kind of thing I do with my tags. Now, or nurture tags will be things that happen before they become a customer. So a nurture tag could be visited the blog, or it could be maybe identifying which website it is that they came off of. So this is a Ballen blogger lead. This is a 7th Stream lead. This is a keto lead. All of my different websites. I would put those maybe under nurture tags. So just an example, but you can create any tag category you want. And then tag description would be to describe the tag, in case you ever wondered, why did I put that in there? What was that again? Okay. And then you would click save, and then you would have your tag. Now, afterwards, what you can see here, these are all of the tags. You can see how many tags I use. I'm a little tag crazy, but it's because of the marketing automation. I absolutely love tags. So here's all your tags. You can search them. You can use a filter and sort them by category, or you can sort them by name. And here you can add a new tag on the fly. Okay, so this is your tags. So if you look up here, each one of these segments has its own URL. So you can bookmark these for quick access if they're not on the left-hand side here at a quick grab. And you want tags, you could just bookmark this. See how I have all these bookmarks folders up here? Those help me with all of my shortcuts. But it's keep.app/settings/tags. Okay, so we're done with that. We're going to go back to getting started. And now we're going to close that one. Hide these tasks. Okay, now the next one, track my daily activities and processes. Let's click show. Again, we have 1, 2, and 3. The first one is connect your favorite tools to Keap. Number 2, stay on top of the tasks on your to-do list. And number 3, track your process with the sales pipeline. So let's go ahead and click on number 1, connect your tools. So these are all of your integrations. Now we just connected our Google Calendar. I already had connected my Gmail, but if you haven't, this is where you want to go ahead and connect your Gmail. Outlook Calendar, in my case, I don't have one. It's unavailable. I can also connect my Microsoft email. I can connect QuickBooks Online, which is going to help if you're doing invoicing or billing or anything like that from your system. And I can connect PayPal, which will also help me collect payments in here as well. So those are our integrations. So once that's done, we can come back here. Next, stay on top of the tasks on your to-do list. So in Keep, tasks are connected to your contacts. A task is what you think it is. A task is follow up with Mary, or pop by Mary's house with a holiday pumpkin, or send a text on Mary's birthday. You know, it's different types of things. Now there's automation processes for things that happen based on a date that you can set up in here. But let's just go ahead and click add a task. Okay. So we're going to, on the right hand side, we're going to go ahead to add a task. Task title, take Jeff a pumpkin. When do I want to do that? On October 20th at 11:45. Do I want to be reminded at the time it's due? 5 minutes before, 15 minutes before, 30 minutes before, 1 hour before, 1 day before. So I'll go ahead and put 1 day before. Here you can make a note, and then associated contact. I want this to be Jeff Helvin, and click save. Okay, so now you can see in your task, which is right here on the left-hand side, there's your tasks. You can see all your tasks that you have coming up. In addition, if we go again to look at Jeff really quick in our contacts, we will take a look at our activity, and right on top is tasks. Take Jeff a pumpkin. See how easy this is to manage everything that's happening with that client. Nice and easy. So take Jeff a pumpkin. If I click on tasks, once it's done, I can check the little box and it goes away. Off and done. Okay. So now we will go back to our getting started. We completed that task. And the next one is track your processes with sales pipeline. Add your pipeline. Okay, now Keep comes automatically with a variety of sales pipelines that might work best for you. There's a sales pipeline where you can track your incoming opportunities from start to close. This would be something like, I'm a real estate agent, and the customer path, basically, they start off as a lead. They registered on my website for home value or to look at homes, let's just say, and the eventual goal is they buy or sell their house with me and they close. That's a sales pipeline. Where are they in the process? A project pipeline is going to be something like, our team has decided that we are going to create 5 ebooks, all related to affiliate marketing and blogging, and we want this to be done in 6 months. And so we're going to create these phases that happen on that journey that are going to help us manage that pipeline. And then you can also use a custom pipeline, whatever that might be that fits your business. So if we go to sales pipeline and get started, it's going to walk you through just like everything else. These wizards are fantastic. Name your pipeline, and then what are the stages you want to track? So first, in my case, first they become a lead, then they become a qualified lead, which would mean we've actually spoken to them. We know that they want to buy or sell. Step 3 is going to be, let's say this is our real estate buyer sales pipeline, because they're going to be a little different. So buyer, new lead. It's a new lead first, then the lead is qualified, and then the lead is approved. His financing is approved, so I might put financing approved. And then she's out shopping, so we'll put shopping for homes. And then she has an offer accepted. Then add a new stage, escrow opened. Add a new stage. We're doing inspections, or you could put due diligence or whatever's in your phase there. Okay. And anyway, at the very end, the final stage is going to be closed. Okay, so we've got all that. Now we're going to click save. Now what happens is you're going to be able to assign dollar values to those phases and manage your sales pipeline based on how much money you have coming in. What are the potentials based on these sales pipelines? You can add a deal to each one of these, and then there will be reporting. So these are really, really easy to use, and you're going to love those. I think the top level, the Infusionsoft one, has more in the custom pipelines, but I think this is really easy to follow along. Now, let's just say for my blogging business, what does my pipeline look like? Well, it would look like somebody coming in as a lead, and then for them, the nurture phase could be 2 or 3 more actions. Like my goal is they download an ebook, and then they subscribe to my YouTube channel or watch YouTube videos, and then they join Ballen Academy and buy one of my courses, or then they hire my brothers for for marketing services, which could also be an end point for me because since I have an interest in it. That might be the phase. So you have to really figure out what your customer journey is so that you know how to put your pipeline together and how to add dollar amounts to those segments, okay? All right, so that's pipeline. So let's go back to getting started. We completed step 1. Step 2 is done now. Step 3 is done now. We can hide those tasks. Now we have manage my follow-up communication. So we have simplify scheduling with follow-up appointment types. See how you can save time with email templates, which we just already did an email template. And 3, download the mobile app and get your free business line, which I still need to do. So step 1, simplify scheduling with a follow-up appointment type. Go ahead and click on there, and you're going to create the type of appointment. Now, we already did set up a consultation appointment. This one specifically is a follow-up appointment. So this would be like the step that comes after the consultation. Okay, so you can click through, follow the steps to set that up. We already did email templates. Step 3, download the app. Okay, and you would put your phone number in here. Okay, we'll click send, and then that will come through to the phone, and you can then download the app. Okay, easy. Next one, promote and market my business. Show these tasks. First one is to send your first broadcast email, and the second one is to set up Google reviews. So let's take a look at broadcast email. I'm going to click send a broadcast. A broadcast is going to be incredible for monthly newsletters, sales, promotions, webinar invites, or Zoom invites, or YouTube live stream invites. Any way you're communicating with your database. Now you can send a broadcast to a particular audience based on their tags, and you can change them around. Now this is really simple. Who's it from? You're going to choose you. What's the subject line? Preview line is a little example of what they're going to see in the email. And then here's your email, signature or no signature. If you want the advanced builder, click here. And I'm going to go to Builder just so I can show you what it looks like so that you can see all the fancy schmancy templates. So these templates are all in your Keap, and they're super easy to use. So you've got newsletter styles, you've got plain templates, you've got these ones with headers, and changing out the headers is so easy. Changing out the images is so easy. Here's another newsletter template. Okay. If there was enough demand for it, I would show you how to do each one, but they're really easy. So for example, let's just say we're going to do the sweet treat ones. I'm going to click on use template. Okay. So each of these elements here is a block, and you'll get familiar with which ones are. This is an image block. This would be a text block. Actually, this is called a group with the buttons. And then you have an image. You can change the text. If you want to drag in a video, you can say, I really want a video up here. You literally just click on the video block and drag it in. And it'll show you where it's going to go. You can put it wherever you want, and then you just let go. Drop it in there. Now I can have a video in there. Okay? And then what's the YouTube video link or the Vimeo link or the Wistia link? Where's your video? You can make that bigger or smaller depending on where you put it. Really, really simple. You can add buttons easily. You can add your social links. So right up top, you say, I need my social links in here. Just grab social and drop. And now you just click on each one. Add your Facebook link, add your Twitter link, add your LinkedIn, your YouTube. Those can all be done right there very easily. So these are really easy to use. And then if you love it, you just go right up here and save as a template. And then every month, all you have to do is come in here and change out your little, whatever your 4 things are. So this is my keto recipe newsletter. All I have to do every month is change what are my new keto recipes that I want everybody to get. Super easy. Okay. So there's that. Now let's exit and we will go back to our to-do list there. So you can send a broadcast. Now, do be careful about sending that broadcast. It'll let you pick the audience by tags. In fact, I didn't show you. Let me go to send a broadcast, scroll down, click on define your audience. Who should receive this email? Start typing a list or tag names you would like to receive this email. Okay? So if I want everybody who is an affiliate, they'll get this email. And then up top, it'll tell you before it sends how many people are going to get it. Okay. Then you can select your timing. Do I want everybody to get it within the next 24 hours? Do I want them all to get it immediately? Do I want them to get it at a specific time? And then add your business info for compliance. Okay. So there's everything you need to know there about sending a broadcast. Now we're going to set up our Google reviews. We're almost done. Set up Google reviews. Okay, click on set up Google reviews. And this is going to help you now set up a Google My Business location on Google where you can now collect reviews. So it's going to ask you for, let's look at this real quick.
We just made automation easy for everyone. Hi there, I'm Stephanie. How many hours a week do you lose to busy work and repetitive tasks? Probably a lot more than you'd like to think about. Does any of this sound familiar? You set up a website to get leads. Then, whenever a new lead comes in, you send the same email over and over. Automations, you'll be able to quickly and easily create sales and marketing automations.
Okay, so that just looks like a general video about their automation, so you can definitely watch that. But what's the name of your business? Ballen Blogger. I typed that in. Now it's going to look to see if that business has already been created. So see here, I already have Lori Ballen team. That's my real estate website. So I can now click that and it'll pull it in. Do I want it to use this listing? And I'm going to check yes. Otherwise, I'm going to put no, and I'm just going to create a new one. And what you can see here is it will let you, I'll put in Ballen Blogger, and then here, create a Google listing. It may take up to 3 business days for Google to review and approve your business. But if you click create a Google listing, it's going to open Google My Business, and then you'll actually follow the processes through on Google My Business. So having this connected in here is going to help us with collecting reviews. Okay? So those are, once we have added that, that'll be checked off. And then request and collect payments show these tasks. So you can send yourself a test invoice, build out your products and services that you're going to charge for, connect your payment processor so it doesn't have to only be PayPal, and you're going to connect your QuickBooks Online account, which I'm a QuickBooks user, so I highly recommend it. They work pretty seamlessly together. So send yourself a test invoice, open that up, click send a test invoice, and look, Your logo's already in here. Your address is in here. So nice and easy. Who are we going to send this invoice to? We need to bill Jeff Helvin for that pumpkin we're going to drop off. Jeff's like, oh, thanks. Add a line item. So look, custom business coaching per hour. So like if I already have a product in here, then I can just pull from the products I've already created. It'll have the total due. And then I can say, do I want to accept credit cards in my bank account? Do I want to accept PayPal? So Jeff can now pay me via credit card, or Jeff can pay me via PayPal. And my integration here is with WePay. So what you will the first time need to go set up WePay. It's going to ask for your tax identification number and some other information. And you can see here that it charges 2.9% per transaction plus 30 cents per transaction. So it's going to allow you now to collect that $480 from Jeff. Jeff can use any of his credit cards that WePay will accept, which are your standard Visa, MasterCard, PayPal. And then when the money comes into you, it will be the full 480 minus the 2.9% and 0.30 cents that went to WePay. You'll have a WePay account and you'll be able to see what all that is as well. So everything is completely visible and it's easy to see. You can change the settings on how it reads the business name on their invoicing. And this is so easy. You can attach a file. And now if I send this, when we log into Jeff Helvin as a contact, we'll be able to see that we sent him that invoice. We'll be able to see when he pays that invoice. If QuickBooks Online is connected, it'll all report then to our QuickBooks Online account as well. So they all work really, really well together. Okay, so we created our invoice, and as soon as we click next, it prepares the email to send to Jeff. So there's his name. Your invoice is ready, Jeff. You can change that. Hi, Jeff. Here's the invoice. As always, thanks so much for your business. Please let me know if you have any questions. If I want my signature to go in there, I can pop that in there. And now when Jeff gets this, he's going to be able to click that view invoice and go right in. You'll notice the theme of this is very simple, clean, lots of white space, clear call to action buttons. And so it's really set up very much in a modern way and a very mobile friendly way. You can attach anything, you can attach something, you can include a booking link with this, and you can insert a template. So for example, let's just say that invoice was for 4 weeks of coaching. So thank you, Jeff, for signing up with Lori Ballen Coaching. You have this will include 4 sessions for October. Please use the booking link after paying your invoice to set up your 4 coaching calls. And that can all be done right here on this one email by adding your booking link in there and then attaching the appropriate calendar. Okay, nice and easy. And then you're going to click, I'm just going to say sample so we can just go to the next one. Okay. And then we're going to click send. Your invoice is on the move. You can track all your payment history under the invoices tab. Okay, got it. So over on the left where you see money, we can add payments. We can connect a bank account to deposit funds into our bank account automatically. And then under here, you can see where all your invoices are and what's pending. So it's very easy to manage your money right here. So we did home, we did contacts, we did tasks, we did appointments, we did money, we did broadcasts. Okay, so now let's go back to the getting started. We finished these. You'll hide these tasks. We did our collecting payments, hide these tasks. Now, the other couple of things that I want to show you is messages. So with messages, you can send and receive text messages and monitor all of your text activity. In this particular account, I'm not doing text messages yet, but in my real estate accounts, I do. And with my coaching clients I do, but I haven't set that all up here again. But I had it previously and it was working just phenomenally. I love it. I love when somebody sends a text, it comes right back to my phone and I can do all the communication. It stores inside their record. So you're going to put your phone number in there for the first time. And then you're going to be able to download the app and get started with your messaging. Okay. And then that will all be here under messages. And then next I want to show you is campaigns. Okay. So let's go to build your own campaign. This is probably the most advanced feature in the KEAP system. And one of the main reasons why I use it, because I absolutely love their funnel builders. And this is marketing automation. So in the earlier example, I said, if somebody downloads my How to Blog ebook, then everything happens automatically after that. So let's use that as our example. So please name your campaign, How to Blog ebook. I'm going to put sample so I don't confuse this with my real one. All right, now you can categorize all your campaigns. So in my case, I have multiple businesses, multiple websites. So I want to make sure this goes under the right category. And this is How to Blog ebook. It's in the Ballen Blogger category. Save. Okay, now what is the first thing that happens that launches this campaign? So let's say it's a web form. On a website, somebody might fill out a web form to get a particular item. So if we click web form and open it, we can actually create the web form right here. So I'm offering them to get the free ebook. So I could put in, what info do I want to collect? I want their first name and I want their last name. Do I want it to be required or not required? Let's say yes, we want it to be required, and their email address. Okay, that's what we want to have set up. Now we can also set up a thank you page. So if we click that tab, we can create a thank you page that whatever they land on after the fact. And this can be as fancy as you want, or it can be plain and simple. And you can play around with the layout and style to pick colors and what do you want this to look like. You can play around with all of this. Now, if you're using something like I do with like Opt-in Monster or ConvertKit, or you're using something that has pop-ups and all of those, you might use the web forms that are there rather than this. And in a case like that, I'm going to get out of this web form. I'm going to close it. I'm going to say, you know what? Instead of that, I'm going to have this launch if a tag is applied. Okay. Double click. What tag is applied? How to Blog ebook. And then you can set up more tags. If it's How to Blog ebook or Ballen Blogger subscriber, this is what happens. If those both fit, you can add them. There's also an and option. If they're tagged with this tag and this tag, then launch the campaign. So one tag or a multiple set of tags and or if you're using that type of thinking. That's advanced, but I love that it has the advanced features for those of us that do want to use that, okay? So then click Save. So here's how mine works. If they go over to ballenblogger.com, a pop-up shows up that says download my free ebook. They fill that out. Opt-in Monster then automatically assigns the tag based on my Infusionsoft or my KEAP connection, and then the campaign will launch. So I don't have to create another separate form because I'm already using a form in Opt-in Monster. So all I have to do is assign that tag. It'll automatically put the person into my KEAP CRM, assign the tag, and off this campaign goes. Okay. So you can have several ways that this a campaign launches, and you can also have multiple. So you could say if they fill out a particular web form or they're assigned with this tag, then launch this campaign. Okay. And what that looks like is you can include an email confirmation if you want to do a double opt-in where the email confirmation goes out. They have to click it before you'll send them anything. If you're not using a double opt-in, then you just go straight to a sequence. Okay. Now, each of these little circles has a little line, and you just connect it to the next sequence. So this is saying if the tag is applied or they fill out this web form that we built, then start the sequence. Now open the sequence. This is where you decide what happens in the sequence. Okay. Now keep in mind, this is the stuff my brothers build. They can custom build you any campaign, any funnels. They would have to interview you and say, what's your offer? What do you want to happen next? And they could build this all for you if it isn't something you want to do. Remember, there are tutorials for all of this. So don't panic if this part looks like, what did somebody call it once, dinosaur DNA. It's, if you really think logically about the process and what you want to happen, and you learn the drag and drop, it's really not that hard. I can tell you that my funnels are not super clean looking. They're not all even and straight. None of that matters. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to function. Okay. So when this campaign starts, the person clicked how to blog. They get my ebook. What do I want to happen next? Well, what I want to happen is I want them to get an email that has their book in it. So I'm going to just drag email right here. I'm going to drag that little line so that they're connected. I'm going to open email. And now once I'm in here, I can design the email. What do I want them to get? So maybe I want to keep this really stupid simple. I could just go to this plain text one if I really am not advanced yet and I don't want to play with all those builders. So hello so-and-so, and then I'm just going to type right over this. Here is the how to blog ebook as promised. Please don't hesitate to ask me any questions about my processes or tools that I use. Okay. Regards, I can put in my signature, or I could just say Lori Ballen. Okay. Now to put a link in here anywhere, I can highlight it, click that little link button, and then just type in ballenblogger.com and insert. Okay. The other cool thing is here, another advanced thing is that you can, on any link, you can actually choose to add a tag if that person takes action on that link. So if they click this link, you can assign a tag. That would be a nurture tag in my case that says something like watched the video, clicked through to the website, clicked the Ballen Brands link, and then you can have eventual things out of that. It opens an opportunity, or it sends an email to your team, or it spins them off to a different campaign. There's all kinds of advanced features you can use there, which I love, 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 love. Okay. So here's the ebook that's promised. So now what I do is I highlight how to blog ebook as promised and click the link, and then I put in the PDF link to the ebook. I just upload the PDF to my WordPress website. It gives me a link. You can do the same thing with Dropbox or a social link. Maybe it's a video, and you put in the link, and then it would be inside of this email. So then their subject line would be your ebook as promised, preview text, how to blog ebook link. And then you can test the link by sending yourself a copy. You can go to actions and you can preview what your email looks like on desktop and on mobile. Looks great. You can save that email now to your template so that you can pull it up again in the future. And then once you're ready to go, I would rename it ebook link so that you know what step this is in the process. And then once you're all set to turn it on, you can click turn it on. It still won't go live until you publish the campaign. Then click that little arrow to go back. So now you have your first step. If tag or if web form, then email them this link. Turn that sequence on. You can go back. Now you literally could be done and click publish, and you don't have to do anything else. They're going to get your ebook. It manages the unsubscribes in here as well. Now, if you want to add more to that, what you could do is inside this sequence, you can now add more things. Send a text message, send them an email, apply a note, apply a tag. I haven't done text messages yet in Keap, so I'd have to look at what we need to activate those. We might need another component just because I don't see it in here automatically. Create an appointment, create a deal, create an order. Send HTTP posts is super advanced, but super cool. So one of the ways that works is working with third-party applications. So for example, I have in the past with my Keap and Infusionsoft, I've had if date, which would be their birthday, then send them this card. If tag with referral, then send them this card and these brownies. And that's how they use these HTTP posts for that to work. We'll get into that in another more advanced process. And I will come back with the text messages too, because I need to find out how we get those going. I think that will show up once I integrate TurboDial or something else. So I'll check with Jeff on that, but it definitely works because we've used it before. Oh, you know what? Is it on this page? Let me just double check. So we can also, these are goals, email confirmation, sequence. No, okay. Now the other thing you can do is you can assign a goal right here that will stop the campaign. So for example, if they purchase a product, drag that in there, click it, decide what product, a specific product. So if they buy my coaching, okay. Then what happens is when you link these, it will automatically stop all of your email sequences and anything else that happens in here once they meet that goal. So if your whole campaign is designed to get them to buy something and then you don't want them to keep getting these emails anymore because they've already bought, that goal will stop the campaign for you, which is absolutely fabulous. There's also lead scoring in here. So a lot of people say, well, what about like the back end of Boomtown or one of these websites where all the leads have scoring? This has it too. You just need to go in and set up your lead scoring. Like if they do this, how many points do they get? If they do this or don't do this, how many come off of it? You set it up once, then you can have lead scoring with all of your leads that come in as well. All right. So there is your Keap CRM overview. If you need help with this, ballenbrands.com. I have a link below if you'd like to sign up for Keap. I am an affiliate and I do benefit. And I hope that you will subscribe. Check out all of my courses in ballenacademy.com.